don't behave, then they could stop the fence, Lord. Right up, brother. Right up, boy. This is not kind of wireless, they just can't accept, Lord, Lord, Lord. Right up, brother. Right up, boy. Well, who don't want to believe, then don't believe.
7:46 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, if I tell you we're going to speak now with Allenton Brereton, originally from Princestown, you might say, well, who is that? But if I tell you we're going to talk now to DJ ANARCHY, based in Houston, Texas, in the United States, I suspect you might know a little more about him because he rose to prominence during his radio show on SIRIUS XM and was specially invited to this year's edition of the Grammy Awards in April in Las Vegas. The Trinidad Tobago born DJ is here to talk about his music and future plans in the industry. Well, let me call you Allenton or DJ ANARCHY, whichever you prefer. Good to have you with us at this early hour of the morning. Thanks for joining us here on Morning Edition.
Hey, thank you, man. It's really a pleasure to be here, on the show. Truly grateful.
And tell us about how your career has really taken off within the last couple of months with the Grammy Awards appearance as a guest and the show that you have on Sirius XM. Tell us about how your career is heading.
Okay, so I've been actually doing Sirius XM radio for this year like 5 years, right? Like since I moved to America, I've been doing Sirius XM radio. The show is called Tropical Takeover, and it airs every Sunday on Sirius XM. Pitbull's Globalization, Pitbull, Grammy Award-winning artist Pitbull, that's his channel. So I've been working with my publicist slash manager, let's say since last year October, and it has really taken off, because we started working closely, with a lot of big artists, big Afrobeats artists, huge American artists also, American producers also, and because of this, a lot of major record labels, like Sony, RCA, Empire, and also Warner Music, they took notice, and now we work closely with them, with the radio show and everything. So, yes, I've definitely been getting, a lot of love, a lot of traction and stuff. As I say, a lot of love from the record labels and everything, and because of that, we were especially invited, to the Grammys also. And even that was truly a mind-blowing experience too.
And tell me a bit about, as best as you can, the journey from Allenton Brereton from Princestown to now be DJ ANARCHY from based in the USA.
Okay, so as you said, grew up in Princestown, Moruga, born and raised in Moruga, grew up in Princestown. Attended St. Stephen's College. So when I left St. Stephen's, that's when I really started, taking the music seriously. You know how it is, Trinidad growing up, your parents, they want you to always put your books first, put your schoolwork first and everything. So, finished St. Stephen's, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to get into the music, full time and everything. So we just started DJing in parties in and around Trinidad and Tobago, and then, left, came over to USA, to Houston, Texas, started doing a lot of Caribbean events, because I was known in the Caribbean circuit, so, did all the Caribbean events, actually won an award for best new DJ in Houston, within the second year of being here, in the Caribbean community. And then after that, I was like, man, I need more, I want more. You see what I'm saying? The Caribbean stuff it's nice, it's fun, but it wasn't really consistent. You see what I'm saying? So, that's now where I branched across into the American market, started moving around, started networking and everything. And it's actually really funny because I would say my Trinidad accent is one of the main reasons why, a lot of people remembered me and everything, because I was different, right? So here I am moving around.
That's what I was going to ask you, that, how difficult was it to break in an environment where there are so many people trying to get the same opportunity? So it seemed that your Trini accent worked for you.
Yes, it did work. So funny thing is, when I started moving around and networking, in the American circuit, and I would speak, us Trinis, we speak really fast, right? And this is like when I just came to USA, so I was talking like real fast. They couldn't really understand what I was saying, so I had to learn to slow it down, right? So, funny story. There was a time I actually pulled up to the drive-thru in McDonald's, and I was trying to order something, and they was like, "Sir, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying?" There's like look, just pull up to the window. So because of this, a lot of people, a lot of DJs, a lot of influential people in the American circuit, they remembered me. You see what I'm saying? Because of my accent. And yeah, from there, man, just build relationships, just build genuine relationships, and obviously, because of my DJ style from Trinidad, we bring that energy, we bring the heat, the hype and everything, they loved it. And yeah, they welcomed me with open arms, started doing all the clubs, Midtown, downtown, recently did the stadium for Houston Sabercats rugby team, traveling back and forth, LA, DJing and stuff. So yeah.
So when you pull up by a McDonald's now to place your order, you have the full-on Yankee accent now.
Well, it's like this. So I have to tone down the Trini and slow all the way down and tell them, hey, could I have this, please? You see what I'm saying? Whereas when I come out, I was like, it's talking like quick.
and with all these opportunities, what's next for you? What is really your aspiration in the entertainment business?
So my aspirations is, to eventually reach on the level of, DJ Khaled, right? Now to where I could now do productions, do music, put out records with a lot of, let's say, Trinidad artists, back home. So now we could do more crossover music. So now where we have more Trinidad artists now consistently charting on the billboards, like the Drake, like the Future, like all those other big American artists and everything. And, also, just to positively impact lives, just to inspire others like me, who, growing up in Trinidad, just to let them know, hey, don't ever stop dreaming, anything is possible. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
And if, as you mentioned St. Stephen's College, you mentioned Moruga, you mentioned Princestown, if, for example, anybody from those communities, because I'm sure you follow the scene in Trinidad and Tobago as well with the issues with the youth violence in school environment and so many other issues, if people want to reach out to you to say, you know what, maybe we could link up with you online to say a few words for students and so on, and they want to reach out to you, how do they do that? How do they reach out to you?
You can hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anything at DJ Anarchy RMX. That's DJ ANARCHY RMX. My phone number is on there. You could hit me on WhatsApp. Just don't hit me too late in the night or early in the morning, but you can hit me during the day. I promise I'll pick up. Drop me a text. You could call me. You can message me on Instagram, message me on Facebook. It's all good.
Arlington Baritone, we want to thank you very much indeed for taking the time. DJ Anarchy. By the way, the DJ Anarchy, was it from Trinidad, or you got that title in the States?
From Trinidad. So
you were given trouble from since Trinidad time, DJ Anarchy. Thanks very much for taking the time to be with us. What time is it now, by the way, in Houston? It's coming up towards 7 o'clock, I think?
Yes, it's 6:54 right now. I'm just barely waking up. DJ last night, so I'm running on like 2 hours sleep, but I had to wake up because hey, it's morning edition. You see what I'm saying?
You're making me feel big already, brother. Thanks
Yes,
very
sir.
much indeed. Thanks a lot for taking the time to be with us, and we look forward to your continuing input in the entertainment business. Thanks once again.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Take care. DJ Anarchy there with a bit of Trini together with the Houston, Texas accent there with us this morning. 7:55 in Trinidad and Tobago, 6:55 in Houston. It's time now for the World News Headlines from the BBC.